Hi guys, this is Leslie. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you are an old viewer or I should say a former viewer and subscriber, welcome back. If you like this kind of content at the end of the video, please consider liking and subscribing because I really do need your support and help, and I'm very appreciative. I wanted to talk to you today about something that I just heard this is something I'm referring to as silver linings, and it's something that we are going to look forward to and or something positive we can do about this incredible crisis we're going through right now as a nation. I do think that I want to always say I am not referring to the medical portion of this because I am being very positive. We have not personally been in touch with any of this the medical side to this. We do not know anyone who is sick. And we are, in my family, we are not sick. So this is strictly not the medical part. I obviously realize that is a tremendously difficult thing if you are going through that. And this is not what I'm talking about. One of the things I did hear about today, though, however, which I wanted to reach out, was the number of people who filed for unemployment last week. Today is the week of, it's March, oh gosh, I'm starting to forget. It's either the 25th, 26th, or 27th, I think. Yeah, it's around there. But last week, so it would have been the week of, I guess, the 16th. 3.3 million Americans filed for unemployment, which didn't even sound all that insane until I heard that the highest previous week ever in the history of the United States was 700,000 people had filed unemployment in a single week, which means that's new people looking, which I hadn't really thought about. So that's 5 times more than usual, and that is five times more than the highest ever. So that's a lot of unemployed people. And I think that takes a toll on people, obviously. One of the things I did want to talk about is 2 things. If you find yourself suddenly unemployed, the most important thing that they say is, number 1, continue to structure your day. You have to remember that just because you're unemployed doesn't mean that you, shouldn't be looking for another job, and B, you can't allow yourself to go into a depression because of this, because that can very frequently happen. So you want to structure your day. That's number 1. Number 2, you do want to remember, and apparently there are lots of people, I just heard lots of people, and I've been looking into this, who are still looking for workers. Specifically, the big ones are CVS, Walgreens, and Amazon. Many of those jobs are not simply on site, they are remote. So you could start to become employed. I know a friend of mine who works remotely for Amazon. She works out of her house. She, I think the starting salary is I think it's $17 an hour now. It's pretty impressive. It's not, it's above minimum wage, at least where I live. So that is something that you can do, a positive thing, apply to those. They also said that a lot of these, and the other companies I wanted to mention were United Healthcare is apparently applying for, and this is not just healthcare workers. These are people to answer phones, to do remote accounting work. All kinds of jobs are being offered there. And Rosetta Stone, which is a foreign language company, obviously, and people are learning to speak foreign languages. And apparently a lot of the online education companies are also hiring. So I would get online if you're able to do that. And if you have been laid off or if you have lost your job, they have showed company after company who coffee shops have closed and Starbucks have closed. And, you may be able to get a very good interim job before that coffee shop opens up again. And quite frankly, you may decide that you would rather, or that you can work for one of these companies long term. It may actually be a silver lining in that you are able to propel yourself into a work environment or a work situation that actually is better for you. So, and there's also, because people are doing so much shopping online right now, There's all kinds of opportunities for shopping, delivery services. If you live in an environment where you have a job, a car, and or I know in Center City, Philadelphia, they're desperate for people to do walking deliveries, because so many people are ordering takeout and people are ordering from corner delis, sandwiches and things like that. So obviously you have to exercise all kinds of cautionary things if you're going to be doing delivery to homes. But obviously that is something that you can deal with, and you can figure that out once you get the job. So, and online education cases. So online education services, which I may be repeating myself there. So I think that in order to, if you are someone who suddenly finds themselves without a job, I just wanted to share with you that there are some services which are hiring, and I know everyone has heard about them, but I really want people to not just hear about the jobs at CVS and US Healthcare, to go out, and if you're someone who is upset about his or her loss of job, go apply. And some of them are apparently hiring within 2 hours. You could be working, I know that a lot of the warehouses in my area are still hiring people. They are now practicing social distancing. They have changed the environment of the warehouse so that you are not coming into contact. You are wearing protective gloves. So you do not have to compromise your health in order to get a job. This is Leslie. These are obviously not going to help everybody, and this is just a small bucket, drop in the bucket, but if it helps anybody out there, I'm happy to do this. Thank you so much for watching my video, and this is just a silver lining. There are some jobs out there, and also look on Craigslist. That's another thing. I actually got the job I have right now on Craigslist. So look at Craigslist. Thank you so much for coming today and stopping by and watching this video. And we're all going to get through this. We're all going to get through this. This is just a silver lining. We are going to get through this. Thank you so much for stopping by. This is Leslie. And like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks. Bye-bye.